All right, guys. So for our first live workout on YouTube, we're going to do some yoga today. I have Connor helping me and doing some kind of variations and being my guinea pig. So it's important to know that, especially for athletes and tennis players, that when we're doing yoga, make sure that you don't strain yourself, or if something feels funny, just find a variation and we don't want any injuries. So really this is about relaxing and building some strength. So we're going to start, and you're going to get seated on your mat. If you don't have a mat, if you have carpet or the floor, that works too. So we're going to sit, and first thing what we're going to do is we are going to take some deep breaths and just kind of center in on what you want to do today and get ready for our workout. So a few more breaths. All right, so first I want you to get into all fours. So what you need to do is you're going to equally distribute your weight between your arms and your legs. Your fingers should be spread out wide. So spread those fingers out, Con. And what you're going to do is you want your back to be in a tabletop position. So we're going to do cat and cow first just to warm the spine up. So for cat, we're going to bend our spines in, and we're going to look up to the ceiling. And then for cow, we're going to bend our spines the other way when we take a deep breath out. So do that several more times. Nice and slow, just kind of getting that spine warmed up. One more time. Okay, so come back to your tabletop position, and we are going to push up into our down dog. So I don't know how familiar everyone is with yoga, but I'm going to explain every exercise. So your down dog, you're going to push up on your toes, and you're going to be in a upside down V position. You're not in a plank. Your bottom should be in the air, okay? You should be pushing back with your arms, and your head should be dangling nice and relaxed between your arms. All right, and so like Connor's doing, I want you to stretch out those legs and just kind of work out the stretch of the day. Ooh, I'm a little tired. And don't forget, you need to be breathing during all of these exercises. Okay, come back to down dog, Con. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a warrior one. So before we do that, we're going to stay in our down dog, and we're going to do our right leg up, okay? Now, if you want to do something a little more challenging, you could do three-legged dog, and that's taking your right leg to your left hand, and you should just feel a nice side stretch. Okay, come back to that right leg up, and we're going to put our right leg in between our hands, and we're going to turn that left foot back a little bit, and all your weight should be in that bent knee. You're going to put your arms up, and this is your warrior one. We're going to stay here for a few breaths. I always find it helpful to pick a spot on the wall. It helps me with my balance. Okay, so next thing you're going to do is you're going to tilt and put both of your feet one way or the other. It doesn't matter if it's to the right side or the left side. And you're going to do a wide leg forward fold. So we're going to fold to the floor. And I don't want you straining to touch the floor. Like Connor can already touch the floor. You can move your hands back a little bit too. Make it more of a challenge. I'm a very tight person, so that's a hard thing for me. So I usually just kind of dangle right here. All right, you want to come back up, and we're going to switch the legs back to where they were with that right leg bent. We're going to come back to our warrior one for a breath. And we're going to go back into our down dog. Okay, so now we're going to do what's called a vinyasa. So you're going to start your down dog. You're going to come out to your plank position. We're going to stay here for a few seconds. You're going to go halfway down, and then all the way down. Okay, and if you're not able to do that, that's okay. You can even go down on your knees like that. And then we're gonna come up into what is called an upward facing dog. This is a nice slow back stretch. And then we're gonna push back up into our down dog. Connor's staying up in the down dog. I'm gonna show you if you ever need a break, you can come down into your child's pose. All right, so we're back up in our down dog and we're gonna do the other leg now. So left leg up. Okay, I'm gonna do three-legged dog, stretch out that side. Gonna come back, place that foot in between my hands. Right foot kicks out a little bit. You're gonna come up into your warrior one. Stay here for a few breaths. Make sure you're really bending into that front knee. You should feel it here. One more breath. All right, and now you're gonna face, your feet just need to be facing one way, doesn't matter which one. You're gonna put your feet out just a little bit, and we're gonna get in a squat position, put your hands in prayer, and you're gonna get down, okay? And everyone's gonna be different with how far they can go on this one, but just try to get down with every breath a little lower. So we shouldn't have anyone up here. Everyone should be sitting down like there's a bench behind them. Okay, all right. Now you need to twist back. Your left foot's in front, your right foot's back to our warrior one. Okay, now we go back to our down dog. Pushing it back, and we're gonna do another vinyasa. So come out into your plank pose, halfway down, all the way down, pushing back up to your upward facing dog with the option to do a child's pose. Okay. All right, now you should find yourself back in your down dog, and we're gonna go to a standing forward fold. So you can either step or hop to the front of your mat, and you go into your forward fold. So what I want you to do on this, there should be, see how his arms are nice and limp? He shouldn't be straining. It's more about bending at the waist and trying to kiss your knees than getting your hands to the ground. So no straining. This is a good one for tennis players because we have tight hamstrings. Okay, do that for a few more counts. I think we should hang out here for a bit. My favorite. And then we're gonna rise up slowly, vertebra by vertebra, and we're going to just relax. Your feet should be about hip width distance apart. You shouldn't be standing with a proud chest. Just relax those shoulders. And this is called mountain. So next what we're gonna do is we're going to sit back like we're sitting in a chair and put our arms up. This is called chair pose. Your weight should not be on your toes. You shouldn't be like this. Your weight should be back. You should even be able to lift your toes and wiggle them. And you're gonna just sit down a little further with each breath. I always feel this one in my quads. All right, stand up slowly and mountain. We're gonna do one more pose while we're standing. This one's a little fun, a little more challenging for balance. So if you feel like you need to get close to a wall to hold on to something, that's okay. Also, there's gonna be a lot of variations of this one, so it's okay wherever you are. So you're going to grab your right foot, put it in your right hand, and you want your hand on the inside of your foot, okay? And you're going to put that knee directly behind your hip, reach out, and then bend a little bit on that left leg. The further you bend down, the more challenging it is. You want to keep your arm up, keep your focus ahead, but you don't want your hips splayed out like that. And it's okay to fall out. This is a tough one. So some of you, if you can do this, that is good too. If you're here, it doesn't matter where you are. Just try to work on that balance. One more breath. All right, release and go back to mountain. Okay, we're gonna do the other side now. So left foot and left hand. Hand goes on the inside of your foot, right arm up. We're gonna do the same thing. Pick a spot on the wall and really try to focus. That hand should be pushing into your foot and your foot should be pushing into your hand. And that kind of helps you balance. Another balancing trick is to put your weight into your big toe. All right, back down to mountain. Big breath, and we're going to put our hands up. If you want to do a little back bend, you can, barely small. And then we're going to go back down to standing forward fold here for a few seconds, and then we're going to go back into our down dog. We're going to do another vinyasa. This time we're going to end with a child's pose. So go out to your plank, stay here for a few seconds, halfway down, all the way down, and then we're going to sink our hips back and sit on our feet. And just kind of rest here for a second. We're going to push back into our down dog when you're ready. All right, put that right leg in the air. You're going to step it through by your feet. Turn your left leg out. You're going to, that leg is in a 90-degree angle, and your hands are making a T with your left arm and back. I want you to look over those fingertips and really push into that leg. We should have good posture here, no hunching over. All right, now I want you to straighten that front leg, your right leg. You're going to take your right arm and you're going to bend at your waist. And you're going to touch down to the ground, your knee, your shin, your foot, whatever you can touch. Your left arm's going to go in the air and you're going to look straight ahead. If that hurts your neck, feel free to hang it down. Just make sure you're not straining anything. So I can, up here is where I like to be. All right, go back into your warrior two pose that we were just in. Be here for a few breaths. And we're gonna go back into our down dog. All right, we're gonna do the left side now. So put that left leg up. And we're gonna step it through in our hands and come to our warrior two with the left leg in front. So your right arm should be behind you, looking over those left fingertips. Make sure your knee isn't over your toes, but that you're bending into that front leg. All right, I want you to stretch or lengthen that front leg. You're going to put your left arm down to the mat as far as you can go, with that belly button still pointing straight ahead, and your right arm in the sky. You should really feel this in your side. All right, back to our warrior two. Few breaths. It's always so important to breathe. It's important to breathe when you play tennis too. You don't want to hold any of that in. You're going to go back to your down dog. We're going to do a vinyasa. Go to your plank pose. Halfway down, then all the way down. Pushing up into your upward facing dog. and then right back into your down dog. Okay, I want you to come back into all fours. And we're gonna come into seated with a chin tuck. So just like before, we're gonna be on our bottom now. And I want you to just relax that head into your knees. If that's not comfortable, find something else that works. You can even go on your back and rock back and forth. Do that for a few breaths. Now we're gonna do abs. So I'm gonna explain to you what we're gonna do, and then I'll time you, and we're gonna go for 30 seconds for each round, okay? So first up, we're gonna do boat pose, and there's several different versions you can do. So first, you can get in your legs in a tabletop position like this, and hold on to the back of them, maintaining a good posture. Second is to do arms reaching. And third is to go down as low as you can. So wherever you fall in that spectrum, I want you to hold that for 30 seconds. Ready, Con? Okay, we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Make sure you keep those shoulders back. And if you're shaking, that's a good thing. I'm already shaking. Those legs together. Few more seconds, almost there. And down. Okay, good job. Next, what we're gonna do while you're recovering from that, I'll explain. We're gonna do bicycles. And I bet most of you have done this before. You're gonna lay on your back. When you wanna demonstrate, you're gonna put your hands behind your neck, but you're not gonna close those elbows. We wanna keep them open so you don't strain your neck. And then you're gonna put your right elbow to your right knee, your right elbow to your left knee, and extend that right leg, and then you're gonna switch. So you can go as fast or as slow as you want. But if you're going fast, I want you to try to get as many reps in. If you're going slow, I want you going really slow. So you're wringing out those abs. Okay, ready to go in 2, 1, go. I'm going for as many as you can. Gon's going slower. Wring them out, Con. About halfway. And down. Good job. Okay, next up, we're gonna do butterfly crunches. You're gonna get your feet just like you would in butterfly stance, and you're gonna lay back on your back. You wanna go ahead, and then you're gonna put your hands behind your neck, keeping those elbows wide open, and you're gonna make sure your chin is up to the sky. Okay, starting in, go. And don't forget to breathe on these. This is a good one for your upper abs. Okay, stop, and we're just gonna hold it for the last 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good job. Okay, we only have one more left. We're gonna do a plank, and you can do whatever you want. If you want to do on your elbows or on your hands, that's fine. Con's gonna do on his elbows. I'm gonna go on your hands. Just don't go down. It's just 30 seconds. If you even need to do one arm or the other, that's fine. Okay, starting in, go. Your bottom needs to be down. Clench those abs into your spine and relax your neck. And if you're on your elbows, don't sink in to your shoulders. Make sure you're up. If you're shaking, that's a good thing. and down. Good job, guys. Now we're just gonna do some stretches. And keep in mind, you can do as many stretches as you want when we finish up, but we're just gonna do a few right here. So first up, we're gonna do pigeon on back. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna lay on your back, and you're going to just cross your right ankle over your left leg, and you're going to stretch those hips out. So Connor's got his hands over his knee. It's okay if you need to go under the knee, that's good too. Just make sure that you're relaxing those shoulders and neck down. Stay here for a bit. This is another good one for tennis players to do. Tight hips. All right, switch legs. I'm way tighter on this leg. Make sure you breathe and try to relax those muscles to get more of a stretch in. All right, next we're gonna do kind of a fun one. It's called Happy Baby. So I'm gonna turn this way so you can see me. Lay on your back, you're gonna grab your right and your left feet and you're just gonna pull down just like that. If you can't do that and you need to do this, that's good too. So you can stretch one leg, put one in, stretch one leg, you can play around with it. I just like this one, I think it's funny. A few more seconds. All right, now we're going to get back into our seated pose where we began, and we're going to do some easy twist. So first we're going to twist to our right, taking both arms behind us, and our neck is relaxed and looking over our shoulder. Okay, back to center. We're going to do the other side. All right, back to center. Another one of my favorite ones is legs right out in front of you. We're just going to stand right here for a second. It's something that seems like it should be easy, but your abs actually have to work pretty hard to sit up right here and keep good posture. And then we're going to go down and stretch. Reaching for those toes or trying to get your elbows on the mat. That's another good goal. All right, so I probably won't stay on here for the whole time to do this, but at the end of all traditional yoga classes, they do something called corpse pose, and it's where you lay down on your back and you are completely relaxed and you're breathing naturally for 2 to 3 minutes. And it's a great way to just close your eyes and block everything out. So, and to center on like your goals for the day. So I'm gonna leave you at that. And don't forget, we have Miss Emmy is doing another live workout on Thursday. So make sure you stop in for that. It's gonna be at 2:30 as well. And yeah, excited you guys came. And this video will be uploaded on our YouTube page, so you can go back to it